mra no ma chelsea Dominic Nitu okotana Joy FM o say me obomidi me kojochumbo afono he should get out of his office.
And he repeated, if you know you are coming to work under President Mohammed's administration and the intention is to come and create loot and share, then please, you better.
There might be stars, but there's a big difference in the stars and the moon.
For example, keep on watching Why You Think Show.
During the transition period. And he was held by the host. Captain, within 10 minutes, I had over 100 death threats. With the police station. Obi anyewe. Omo ji mistake ngidi omo anyewe. Besine. Omo anyewe. Enti sada no se me hwe me nkwa. What would it have been for? So should I send Dominic Nitu the same message? Because as for me, I don't bluff. Dominic Nitu. Anybody who is watching should tell him that what he did at the studios of Joy FM right about now, 8 years ago, I still remember. And I will not forgive him. Because I have children. Right? I have a mother. My mommy is 80. Since my papa is 91. I have dependents. And because of you, I had over 100 death threats on that day. What about you post? I'm going to Akofu Addo ba post. I think be 2 letters no cho and one chobia mobia. Me nyame dia me tese me yare kwa me nyame dia me fee yare mpaso ba he na Michael be fit boardroom say we take you over. O me na me catch. Captain Smart, enema e course so.
There you. Ya ma official letter say.
Adan me say me yare me buy na Michael be fit boardroom say we take you over. Some no kwa no be antro me letter. I'm so we take over there. Enema e course so e will come ha in 2016.
Really?
If we start talking about it, and even better, we start doing the same thing to them. Captain Smart, in the 5 minutes, was start your boy. But I am they say, ya famra kwanso. Na NDC 4 and Niema womo de fair muno. We are not visiting it on them. Me they were there see NDC 4 bi and we can go the toilets. Niema kakaka see ye no. Ya one me say you saw me at the junction of Ghana Gas urging our youth. Say if they are really NDC 4, Mama President Mahama enye ne djuma. Mamu nni mase. Eniema MPP for the year in 2016 no. 2016 ye kase ye di me I nearly spent Christmas in police cells 2017. Enye eduji tamaklu me feliso fosu kwachia. Anka I would have been in jail because they wanted to lock me up. Me come ni say omuti mi didi Akofu Addo atem. Asema me kache Ghana for ni sema monto aba me Akofu Addo. If so be go by, was I right or was I wrong? Me say me o mi busu eni make the Captain Smart, you have been there. The easiest thing for you to have done after Akofu Addo came to power was to go and collect a post. Anameboa. The easiest thing for you to have done was to go and collect your galamsey concession. And then, media colleagues, you know. So when some of them have galamsey concessions. So I said, I know one of them who has 19 concessions. Me money di. Only me.
Little was your Sakura.
Me pacho me body.
Little was Sakura.
Me body. Sakura yenya you do.
Say I must say
me body.
And I'm saying no Sakura.
No, opese yes I am stop you have body. The make say it would have been easy. So we could the board position. I could the GMPC board. And then yamfa yenya ni ya wanya ni baby ko yamfa na nko to GMPC board so. Unko GB now are you free. But some of you have principle. Sebi Madam Fubia wenya ni baby because kojo me ka se machero. O si enyo ba bia na yefa na enye sika bia na edi.
Onyo ba bia na yefa.
Na enye sika bia na edi.
Ba na bi o ha di echira.
Enti enyema ni bi wo ho a esi. But Nyankopon mre Nemrepa, sike man ne born in you sika e berima, and so nyame mre nemre papa. Se woda anajo na woda, wompa woda so no. Empa na hi na woda so. Ahi na woda so. Na sebi we wakwa ko wia aban asase obi wo si me si dan 200.
Ode se sinebo.
Dan 200 no efa na obaida. Me nipa bebre kwa businessmen ni bebre omo adan bebre obako na say onya stroke of frame say me mbebo ano no on catalog na dan owo because if ko adan no wono ko on kai. Me am catchero on kai. But I am madam for a long time. I was in the man also, the money ni kumuha. Enti unhudi opeso.
So be a baby and papa japade. Oh, nipa mamo.
Enti ose enese mi wu a. Nipa betena me dan ni mu free. Unji rent obi anim. So I went to help him to catalog his properties. And this is a man who a prominent man in this. Aka wabone bra. Hard business. Just na nkasa aka che me se kodwo me bedu nkan no me fi obomi bedu nkan no na me ton na de wa ena wa ya no we do on take government position that why in business besi ne o se me ba nkan no na me wie from 4 school living teacher certificate na me kita na me bank I say me de me nchira de me kwa koton ade o dwaso. As I'm talking to you now, as I'm sure he's watching me as I speak, I went to catalog his properties for him. Airport, East Legon, Laboni, me call Lands Department, confusion na me de man or say opeso anywhere. The point I'm trying to make is that we are saying fair no. En fa yen kusi hwe. What I say? Obi anka se me nya ndi dan yo. E dan na utuma. Sebi, say wo airport, say wo East Legon, say wo Soweto, say wo Tabora, say wo Kaswa, say wo hin. E wo de wo fie. But say ye ya dwen say ye be wia Ghana for because yenko na sebi sika say yen. Yenko na sebi wia se afefe de say it is so wrong. It is so wrong. If you say enem mebu no eda wo mani bebre no so the Nibia ni obetu ma to umtu na ututu na enipa hin na obekum ansana they will get to you.
No matter how you look at it, they have stolen, they have mismanaged the economy, they've led us into a ditch, and they still have the effrontery to still speak and tease us in our faces. And then you come before us again and you come to joke with us and think, Ghanaians were going to forgive you for all the things you were doing. And so, Roland, Operation Return All the Loot, I'm passionate about it. I feel people must be held accountable, and not just persons from the NPP, but even persons from the NDC who decide to misappropriate funds. If President Mahama appoints you, and let me sound that caution, and you come into office and you loot, we would bring you out of your office and hold you accountable. We will let the laws deal with you. President Mahama has said it, and we'll rehash it. This is not a man who is going to tolerate a single iota of corruption under his government. President Mahama will never be called the mother serpent of corruption. He's going to fight corruption, he's going to face it head on, and he's demonstrated that before, and he will repeat it. If you know you are coming to work under President Mahama's administration, and the intention is to come and loot, create loot and share, then please, you better wait. That administration has passed. It's about leaving office. You better wait for maybe after 50 years, when some of President Mahama and the NDC government, maybe we are tired of governance, then you can come and start looting. But if you think you can come and loot under President Mahama's administration, then forget it. Because if you joke, Oral will deal with you like it's going to deal with the NPP appointees. It will deal with you, and yours will be worse, because we need to use you to set an example to the Ghanaian people that John Mahama is coming to develop the country, John Mahama is coming to progress the economy, John Mahama is coming to transform Ghana, and John Mahama is the man going to take us to the promised land, because he's the chosen one by the Most High God.
You seem to have put a lot of responsibility on yourself.
Yes.
Okay. It also means that you know the internet never forgets.
That's right.
Okay. So if there should be a scandal on you in government, what do you think will happen?
Oral should take its course. If there should be any scandal on me in government, or I should take his course. I'm not above the law. If anyone should try, then I mean, if you are not investigated, you cannot be vindicated. President Mahama for 4 years, President Mahama for 8 years, out of office, was standing trial. This government took him into the witness box. They tried him for a very wasteful Airbus scandal, tried him for this, tried him for that. At a point I said, sir, you can't allow these people to be misusing you carelessly. He said, no, I need to stand trial. I need to prove to the Ghanaian people that I'm innocent. I need to prove to them that I, John Dramani Mahama, I have never been corrupt and I'll never be corrupt. He was vindicated. At the end of the day, all crimes that were leveled against him, he was vindicated. President Mahama became a hero and was celebrated in this country. And so if anybody should come out from anywhere to say, MALIK BASINTALE is corrupt, MALIK is this, and they say I should stand trial, I would come and stand trial. If you investigate me and I'm vindicated, fine, because I know in my heart that I'll be clean, and I know John Mahama's administration would be pure and clean, because we are coming to work, we are coming to do what we promised, we are coming to take us to a next level, and we are coming to work for the youth of this country. And so, Roland, even you, if tomorrow they say you are corrupt, you will stand trial, you know that. If they say your cameramen are corrupt, you will stand trial. You agree that if they say you are corrupt, Ora should take his course on you too. Do you agree?
Of course.
Absolutely. So we are on the same page.
You seem to have had a knack during the campaign to have endeared yourself to young people. And that also reflected in the following you got. So I witnessed a certain pattern where the top or some MPs or some constituencies, the campaign was a bit weak. You went there for reinforcement.
That's right.
Why did you seem to have targeted Chinia?
Chinia was not a target. It was not a direct target.
I'm asking this because you even, apart from having a face-off with him on television,
that's right,
I think 2 or 3 times right here in Accra,
yes,
you even traced him to his constituency to go and campaign for the NDC candidate.
That's right.
Subsequently, he lost his seat.
That's right.
That's why I'm asking, why is that you seem to have targeted Chinia?
He wasn't a direct target. Corruption was my target, not Chinia. And so if Chinia was shredded in corruption, then he also became a target. Anyone who had done something corrupt was a first target, because we needed to sanitize the system. So Pius Majide, in the Austria saga, I went to his place twice, and I told the people he was now promising to even take people to US. You Austria saga, we haven't finished dealing with you. You are now promising to take people to US, and you think such people should be in parliament. So we needed to go there, boot him out. Chinia, government lands in your own hometown. You have bought it, you are putting up a filling station, bought another government land, you are putting up a radio station. And so if President Mahama today wants to build a hospital, it means that we need to go and buy a private land. Do you know that? Because Chinia has taken all the government lands there. So we needed to go there to boot him out. Then we retrieve all the lands. And so he wasn't a target for me, even though he made so many comments. He said, President Mahama and myself and everybody could come there, he would defeat all of us. I said, President Mahama did not need to come there.
How did you engineer the Operation Boot Out Chinia in the campaign?
Oh, the people knew the crimes he had committed. The people knew that for 8 years he was smuggling fertilizer, and they knew that he was smuggling it on the back of donkeys. And the people said, we have suffered. 4 months to election, because Ibrahim Traoré had put a ban to the importation of fertilizer into his country, they now decided to bring the fertilizer back and started sharing it to farmers. And the farmers asked him, for 8 years, you haven't given us fertilizer. 4 months to election, you are bringing fertilizer thinking that we're going to vote for you. No, so we'll vote against you. I went to his community, in a school in one of his major towns, needed only 50 chairs, 50 desks, 50. The community is called Chalu. You can call them and ask them, Chalu. 50 desks.
Chalu community.
Chalu community. They needed 50 desks. Chinia couldn't provide for them as an MP. When I got there, the people told me, I just did an appeal for fun, called few people and said, I beg you, help the people of Chalu. There and then, we provided 50 desks to the people of Chalu. We said it on live TV, my integrity on the line. And so, it was so sad that you come to Accra, you see him on TV, President Mahama has what this, he has done this, shouting, and you can't provide 50 desks to your people in Chalu, and you think you should still be an MP. you know, they work like that. And so, Roland, I went to many communities where I felt that we needed to win the seats. In other communities where we had MPs, I just needed to go there. I mean, we needed to give them reassurance that the MPs were good. And many people said...
Because I was just about to talk about Sojaman.
Absolutely.
You went there for reinforcement.
I went to Sojaman because I needed to let the people understand why Mr. Thomas Ampem was the best for them and why they couldn't sell their color TV for black and white. And when I got there, the people themselves told me that the man goes around, Pius goes around promising visas. Goes around, we'll take you to America, take you to this. The people said their aim is not to go to America. Their aim is to get jobs and work in their country. Who does not want to be in his motherland? I've had many calls of people in America telling me, Malik, now President Mahama has come, we'll come back home and work. Now Ghana is a safe place to work. Everybody wants to work in his motherland. It's because times are hard and things are not well. That's why people always want to flee the country. And so if your major campaign promise is I'll take you to America, meanwhile, you are the CEO of YE, the highest employment agency of the land, and you cannot employ your people, and you are promising to take them to US. And I think people will just buy into such weak promises. And so it wasn't because Malik went there, it's because the people are discerning, and the people knew what was right, and they knew who they wanted to give power to, and they retained the very venerable, intelligent, highly competent, Honorable Thomas Ampem. They retained him, and Sisala is voted for a strong man, Mohamed Bataglia, who they believe is going to transform the fortunes of the economy, together with all other constituencies. You see the tsunami that happened. They voted against MPs, people who talk recklessly. You see, we've gone beyond a certain level of politics. With the greatest of respect to Mr. Katie Hammond, I watched him so many times on platforms, speaking to his people, and joking with people who are struggling. The people ask you what you've done for them, you insult this person, you see, Ghanaians, we've gone beyond some level of politics. The youth of this country are not interested in jokes, so they want jobs, they want better future, brighter futures. Everybody wants to live good. So if you think people are struggling, come and stand and say you're coconut head, you're this, and you are joking, and you think they'll vote for you because of that. We are discerning. Look, Eslewusu, people shouting, pomposity, the arrogance was too much. She's down, flat. My very good friend Ijapa Mesa, talking as if the world belongs to them, to some level of, please. Today you are down, flat. The whole western region, there was a tsunami. Upper East cleared all the seats. Upper West, 11-11. Many big people who we never thought were going to lose their seats. Ano Dompre and Sawama Doajere talks as if he was one of the people who said, we'll hand over power. He said, don't hand over power today, don't hand over power tomorrow. They swear everything. Look, when I watched some of the MPP guys, and you see, Roland, let me just add this. We are discussing post-election, but let's address some of the pre-election issues. I watched some MPP guys have the effrontery to say, if NDC wins, I'll burn myself.
That's Benjamin Jawaka.
Oh my goodness.
You know him, right?
I know him. I saw a young man. I'm a young man. But you don't some put their testicles on the line. Somebody said if NDC wins, we should castrate them. I saw a pastor who said if NDC wins, burn my church. Hey, power that belongs to Ghanaian people, you are talking as if the power is in your hands.
What?
Power that belongs to the Ghanaian people, you are talking as if it's in your hands. Hey, we should burn your church. So today, if NDC guys should go to the church and burn it down, people will say NDC is on rampage. But he said it. It's a pronouncement he made. I watched a certain video, the man said, castrate me. So today, if Basintale, I catch him and I put plier on the testes and I castrate him. Roland, you come and sit here and say, Basintale is wicked. But he said we should
I will say that, yes.
He said we should
I said that you've taken the law into your hands.
But he said it. He said we should castrate him. People put their things. I don't know. Some people said if it wins, you don't do that. When you know that you don't have absolute control of the power, you are talking as if you are in the minds of over 30 million Ghanaians. And you say, somebody says, if it happens, shoot me. If NDC wins, kill me. Hey, my brother, pre-election commentary is dangerous. You must be careful with some of the things you say. Somebody swore, even Mr. Akufo-Addo, he said he will never hand over power to John Mahama. Hey, Mr. Akufo-Addo, sir, President Mahama is president today. By the will of over the 30 million Ghanaians have taken the decision. He defeated Bawumia by 1.6. Who will you hand over power to? Let me ask him now. He congratulated President Mahama. I thought he said he will never hand over power again to President Mahama. Look, let's be mindful with the comments we make. Bernard Champon, you attempted plunging this country into chaos. If today, Rock City, people attack it, what will you do? We must be careful.
But that should not be the case.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. We must be careful. I know don't pray. You are shouting. We won't give you power. Today, even you have lost. When I watched his video leaving the room, he had just grown lean all of a sudden. I said the downfall of a man is terrible, you know. But let's all be humble in a lot of things we do. And let's respect the Ghanaian people. Ghanaians are discerning people. We can't continue to feel that pompous and arrogant. Roland.
Naomi Campbell or Floyd Mayweather, who may have never heard of you or not met you before, how do you walk up to such a person and say, hey, I'm Freedom Jacob Caesar?
I don't, probably. Andy, it's just like how you've been liking me. You probably said that if you ever find me one-on-one, you have some questions for me and all of that. So you see, before you meet me or before you even see me, you probably had some plans. But that's because there must have been some things that I've done or you heard about me that has caught your attention. So you're paying attention. But then when you meet me and we speak, and then you resonate, you relate, and you connect, that synergy is powerful. Nothing breaks it. I think that's what is happening. So I'm not seeing Floyd Mayweather as, oh, he's a legend, so no, I'm not starstruck. I respect Floyd Mayweather. I respect Naomi Campbell, but I expect them to respect me the same way that this young man had something that we don't even see in our industries. And I think it's exactly what is happening. But, you know, I think there are more people that I'm yet to, you know, bring to surprise Ghanaians, you know, from Trump to Elon Musk. And I'll show Ghanaians that I'm well connected. Like